Hi all, welcome back to the channel. So today in this video we are going to learn how we can run Playwright scripts with TypeScript using CLI commands. So we are going to see these topics like basically all these options, how we can run the tests. So first we'll be seeing running all tests, and then we are going to see how we can run single test, and then like how we can run multiple test files or a set of test files. That also we are going to see. And then we are going to see like how we can run with the keyword kind of. Let's say there is a keyword called login in your file name, and then you can run that using that keyword. And then we will be seeing how we can run in headed mode. That I think we have already seen in the previous video, but still I will show you once again. And finally we'll be seeing how we can run our test in a specific browser. So here what I mean by project is the browser. Okay, you can change it to a specific browser using CLI commands. So let me save it. Okay, so let me open our VS Code, and here you can see this is the file that is already generated. We have not created this file, so I'm going to take this file only. I'm not going to create a new script, because if there is already some script is available, so why waste time by creating a new script, right? So let me do one thing. As we are going to work with multiple files, so what I can do, I can create one more copy of this file. So let's say in the test folder I can create this. You can see this is another file, but it is, we have to refactor it. I mean, we have to rename it. Where is the rename? Because this spec.ts, this is correct, right? But here what it is doing, it is doing spec copy.ts, so which is incorrect. So we have to rename the file and change it to example2.spec.ts. So this is the extension, I mean spec.ts. So make sure you have this extension always. If it is not, then it will not work. So rename or update the file name as this is example is the file name that I have updated. Okay, so in the tests folder I have two files currently, and both are doing the same thing, right? So basically what we can do, we can update it. So the first file, let's say it's doing um, test homepage has title and link to the verify page. Okay, and okay, next in this file I can write this is second test, just changing the name. Okay, the remaining thing, second test, the remaining thing should be same. And let me create another copy. So what I'm doing here in the example2 test, I'm going to create one more copy here. So this is test1 in the file example2, and this is test2 in the file, same file, right? So this is third test. So we have currently two files, okay, two test files. And in the first example we have only single test, and in the second example we have two tests, right? Okay, but it is doing the same thing. That's fine. Now let me run it, right? So how do you run it? So we need to have this command npx playwright test, and if you hit enter, you can see it's running 9 tests using 8 workers. So basically it is running in parallel mode, okay, when we are not giving any options. So this is the default behavior. So there is 3 tests and total 3 browsers are there. That is 3 into 3, that is 9. So that is why it is running total 9 tests in 8 workers, because it is not, I mean total only 8 thread it could create, I believe. That is why it's running in 8 workers. So yeah, so we can run this thing again to see where it is running, so that we can see that the browser. Okay, so you can see first it ran this example spec.ts, and this is the first test that has been run in this 3 browser, and then it ran in this 3 browser, this 3 test, and finally the third test that is also has been run in Chromium, Firefox, and WebKit. Okay, so next, and let me press Ctrl C. Yes, so next we are going to see how to run single test, right? So single test in the sense, right, we can take this their documentation as well. So right, running a single test file. So here we are running one single test file. So npx playwright then test. After this is same, and then you have to give the file name. So for our case we can give like this. So uh, tests and example spec.ts, or we can change it to example2 as well. So let's say I want to run example2 this time, and I want to run in headed mode now, so that I can see the browser opening. So you can see it is running only 6 tests, because in that file there are 2 tests. And okay, so it passed successfully. Next is we are going to see how we can run a set of test files using CLI commands, right? So set of files in the sense like this one. So they are using this test to do page and test landing page. Okay, and so basically what you have to do, you have to give the folder name only. So let's say you have this, you just want to give something like this here. uh, so what you can do here, you can create another folder, and let's say to do, and in that folder let me copy this file, and let me again rename it 3, and this should be 4. Okay, and here I can name it as third test, and this is fourth, and this is fifth. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to run all the tests which are available in this to do folder. So there's a folder called to do, and if I hit now run, it should only take these 3 tests, I mean example 3 and example 4. So it's giving one error. So let me try it like this. Okay, again I've missed to give the headed mode. That's fine, it would be quick then. Okay, next what I can do, I can check this report to see which tests it actually ran. So you can see, it ran the third test, fourth test, and fifth test, right? Okay, let me check what is happening. Yeah, example 3 third test. No, I did a mistake here. Example 3. Oh, okay, yeah. So actually it is not third test, it should be the fourth test only, because third test is there only also, but that is fine. We can see here, like it ran these 2 files only, example 3 and example 4. Okay, so let me update it. This should be, let me check, third, not third, so fourth, fifth, and sixth. Okay, so we have seen like how we can run a set of test files using CLI commands. So I mean, like if you have some So basically the use case would be like, you in the tests folder you will be creating a few different folder like login folder. In that login, all the login related test you will be keeping it. Then you will be creating another folder called, let's say, accounts, and then in that accounts folder you will be keeping all the accounts related test cases, right? So let's say you have to run some particular module based automation script. I mean, so in that case you just have to, you can give these commands like like we did just now. I mean this one, like test slash login. So it will run all the tests available in the login folder, right? Now let's see that another thing, that is how to run file with keyword using CLI. So here what I mean by keyword, let's say you have a keyword in this particular test file name. So if I go to Chrome, here you can see here run file that have a login in the file name. So let me show you, let me update it, this file name with login, and let me update this file name as well also with login. So basically what I wanted to do here, I wanted to run all the login related test cases. So this is not login related test cases, but I'm assuming here this is a login related test cases, and this is also login related test cases. Okay, now if I just run only this part, okay, it will run all the tests, right? But I do not want all the tests, I just want to run the login test. So I can give this login like this, and let me use this headed as well. Now let's see whether it's running the login tests or not. Okay, so it ran all the 12 tests in using 8 workers, and we can check the reports report. I mean, we have to check the report, otherwise we do not know whether it actually ran this example 4 and example 2. So you can see it ran actually example 2 and example 4, these two files only. So that means this things is actually correctly working, and we are able to run a, I mean, a specific tests using some keyword like login, maybe some regression word you can keep if you want to just like filter out some test. I mean, for regression probably it would be different thing. You can try that as well. I mean, what I want to mean, like specifically module wise thing like functional or I mean, sorry, I mean accounts related test cases or login related test cases or payment related test cases. So some specific keyword, using that keyword you can run. Okay, next is how to run on a specific browser using CLI commands. So for that, what you have to do, you have to just use so let's say I want to run let me try this one only, login related test cases I want to run on WebKit browser only. Okay, so for that what you have to give project equals to, or if you do not give equals to, that is also fine, you just have to mention the browser name. Okay, and if you are thinking like why I'm giving project, why I'm not giving browser, that is because if you go to the playwright.config.ts file, here you can see this is the configuration option. So configure projects for major browser, and it is giving like projects only. So whatever thing here it is mentioned, you have to use there as well. So you can see Chromium, Firefox and WebKit is given. So that is why these three browsers we are running only on these three browsers, right? So now go here. So I'm going to run in the WebKit only. Let's see. So you can see it is running 4 tests using 4 workers, and I think it is running only on WebKit browser now, and it is done. So we can check the report. So you can see it ran this example 2 and example 4, that is second test, third test, fourth test, and fifth test. So this four test only was run, that because it has having a login options, right? And you can see, so you can run on Chrome as well, like this. And sorry, Chrome, Chromium, whatever, I mean, like you can, we can try also. So let me run once again with another browser option. So Control C, yes. So let me run this time uh, WebKit, and let me run, what is that? So device, use device Chromium, so we have to use this word Chromium. mm, here. So this also ran in the Chromium browser, so we can again open the report. So you can see this test is ran on the Chrome browser, but I see one thing here, it is not uh, okay, yeah, here it is giving like it is ran in Chromium browser, but I think here it should also give like in which browser it ran. I do not know why it is missing, because when it was running in the parallel mode in three browser, then at that time it was giving these options, right? So maybe they have to work on it, and so that they can give here. But anyhow, it is giving this Chromium option here, but I feel like here also it should give. Okay, anyhow, anything, I mean, that's okay. Now we have seen these options, I mean these topics, like running the tests using CLI commands for Playwright with TypeScript. Now if you have any questions, do let me know, and thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe.